lot going on, man.
It's a lot going on in the world. It's always a lot going on. When is it not a lot going on?
Everybody.
What's Kung Fu fighting?
Gotta get the clues.
Hey, you gotta get the pause on that too.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Either Dame Dash or Cam.
Y'all said I can record y'all voice.
Yeah.
Pause. But yeah, we gotta have.
Or be like, not on duty. I think not on duty will be better. That's Gillian Wallow there right there, not on duty. What you say?
It was a delay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cause it does gradually.
It gradually gets slower.
Yeah, gradually gets slower. Yeah.
We got 2 viewers already. What's happening, y'all? We just setting stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it's Stogie out there. You saying we just sitting there playing in our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we got to make sure that everybody's. For me, no, this is good. This is good. How's everybody out there in the clouds?
Yeah, it's everybody out there in the
Clouds. It's a wonderful Sunday. It's 55 degrees, man. Hey, so I'm getting out the car today, right?
Yeah.
You know, on my way here. I'm getting out the car. I had to make a stop. I get out the car. One of the wildest, I don't even know if this is a compliment, one of the wildest things that a motherfucker have ever said to me about a cologne that I got, like, what I'm wearing now. The dude on a skateboard, kind of bummy looking dude, he's riding by on the skateboard. I just get out the car. He say, man, you smell like you finna go fuck somebody's wife.
You could have kept that one. You could have kept that one.
Nah, I ain't keeping it. Shit, I don't get no fuck who hearing it. Like, this is
You could have kept that one.
Hell no.
Oh, my God.
I don't keep shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mine.
This for everybody.
Mine. Yeah.
I'm not finna go. I'm finna do the podcast. It wouldn't matter what motherfuckers talking about.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But
Jesus Christ.
I say, huh? He said, yeah, it smell like you finna go fuck somebody's wife. I say, no, I'm finna just go in this store real quick.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? He's saying, keep it because, you know, look, yeah, the smells get you compliments out. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It gets you compliments. But motherfuckers don't wear it. For me, I don't wear it for other people. I just wear it because shit smells nice.
Tell about what happened to you when you came to work with your haircut.
Oh, shit.
Hey, bro, I was getting them all day where everybody trying to holler at him. Men, women that want to be men that want to be women. Hey, bro.
First of all, listen.
Let
me say something. We've been on this podcast for a minute on video. I've had no facial, like, you know what I'm saying, no beard. So don't go look in the previous, you know what I'm saying, history. I've had no beard on there, all right?
Yeah.
So don't, you know, that's not that brand new. You know, and you got to sign in the chat. You got to sign in there. Oh, okay. Just say sign in the chat. You know.
Oh, boy, they hit him with the, hey, boy, they was all on him today. He was like, ooh. He was like, hey, boy. Then I had to hit him with the video like he was in Atlanta. hey, you light skinned over there. Hey, man, that's my wife. I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about you. You better run. This shit was funny, though.
I got to say, man, my mama got to see my face once a year, you know.
Yeah.
I keep growing, you know, facial hair. And as far as, like, as long as that I grow it, eventually, like, if you're not really, you really got to get in touch with, you know what I'm saying? You really got to moisturize and keep it. And sometimes, like, I don't feel like that, you know, so it gets kind of brittle and wheezy and shit. You probably couldn't tell it, but, yeah, it kind of gets kind of brittle. So eventually it's like, fuck it, let me cut it off. Yeah. And I'll regrow it again.
Yeah. That's why I always constantly wash, or, you know, get beard wash and all type of wash.
Oh, even beyond the wash, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wash the beard. Like, you know, you don't want the smelly beard, but.
Yeah. It smelled like yesterday and shit.
I envy how fast you grow your beard, bro. Not literally.
It's just genetics.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing you can do about that.
You've been growing yours for about, what, a month?
I don't
Because
I
you
don't
just
remember. I recently cut it. Yeah,
you recently cut it, so you did pretty good.
but my curl I have a curl pattern too.
Yeah.
Like it's a tight curl pattern, so it doesn't grow out. It grows curly, so it always looks shorter than what it is.
That's all right, man. Blow it out, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Out here looking like a monk or what? No, not a monk. What is it called? What's them people? What's them people name? Amish.
Amish.
Yeah, you be looking Amish.
Except they don't even have no mustache. I think they cut the mustache.
They cut the
off.
mustache off.
And then they just grow the shit.
I did that once.
You did? That
On
was
the
on
bottom.
purpose? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did, yeah. That was on purpose though.
Yeah. I was just testing
You just
it out.
trying to test it out.
I just wanted to see what was up.
Yeah.
Bro,
How did it play? Clearly, it didn't play out too good. That you went on here and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna give me a stab."
nah, what about when we was in the break room and dude had the Dr. Robotnik mustache? I said, boy,
yeah.
that's a person. If you walked out the house and thought you looked good with that, you're not to be trusted. Like you really think that look good? That's you shouldn't be trusted. Can't nobody trust you.
But you know what? Look, man. One person had said like, what makes a woman pussy wet ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? So what we think, hey, that shit don't look good. It's a woman out here that like that shit.
Yeah, and that look just like him.
It might do, but it's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spaces. Oops. Go ahead.
Are we good? This your boy Ma.
Hey, it's Jay every day.
What's going on, man? How was y'all last week, man?
Everything was good, man. Go ahead, Ma. You sound like you said, so go ahead.
No, I said good. It was good. It was cool.
It was good?
Yeah, it was good. Mine cool, man. I'm good.
Yeah, mine was good, man. We went, I took my grandmother out yesterday.
That's what's up.
We went out to eat out in Matson. There's a place called Hidden Manor. And I didn't know she even knew about the spot. I had been before when they kind of first opened some years ago. They black owned. It kind of got that Louisiana, New Orleans flair to it.
Sounds like, I don't know why. It seemed like it would have it. I don't know why. It just seemed like it would have
What,
that.
the Hidden Manor?
Yeah.
The name? Yeah. So she had the shrimp and grits. Fire. I had the crawfish efouté. And yeah, it was cool. Good ambiance that I remember. Food was good. And then I took her out to go see her sisters. It's kind of cool because my grandmother's 80. She moves around like she's a lot younger than that. I'm talking about she moves around like she's in her early 60s. You know what I'm talking about? Just quick with it, and quick with it. You know what I mean? Like, so I also got a chance to see her sisters, her older sister. She just, happy belated birthday to her. She just turned 87, and then the sister who was right under her, she's 84, she'll be 85. I'm sure they don't mind me telling their age, because when you get that age, it's like
every age on top of the bones. Right. But that's fairly young, though, to be that's your grandmother?
Yeah, my grandmother's 80. That's not young.
Because I'm saying, look, your age, we like the same age. Yeah. Then on top of that, your mother's age, then your grandmother's age. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Maybe I don't know. I would think when you say grandmother at our age, I'm thinking like 90, pushing 100. Because then I'm thinking mothers. I'm thinking your mother. I'm thinking mothers.
Maybe you
about 60.
I think you thinking white grandmothers versus black grandmothers.
I don't know. I might be thinking about it the wrong way.
You know, black folks, we kind of have ours younger.
That's true. I mean? That's true. That's true. You're right. That's true.
Like my mother's 60.
It's okay.
And my grandmother's 80. So then I'm 30.
20. See, right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm just thinking out 20.
Now, if it's white people, it's like 30, 35, then somebody's next person, their grandmother's like 70, and then whatever. Their mother is like 70, and their grandmother is like 105. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, I got a chance to see them, because a lot of times I only see them doing like my grandmother's sisters doing like reunions and stuff like special, definitely special occasions. So I'm sure they wasn't expecting me, but it was just good to pop in on them and see them.
No, that's really dope though, because I wish like mine been gone for a minute since I've been like a junior in high school, and my grandmother been gone like I think when I got out of high school, about a freshman in college, I think. And I always think about that, like people don't really value stuff like that. That's like a dope value for you to say, I went to breakfast with my grandmother. Then I took her to go see her sisters and stuff like that. Like, motherfucker be looking at you like, you did what on your own? Did nobody force you? Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to enjoy those times, and that's really, really dope. Like, I wish I could do some shit like that too. That's fly as hell too.
You know what? Given like past situations, you know, within maybe a little less than a year, I start trying to value, you know, older people. You know what I mean? Their time, because you know they're not gonna be here forever. You know, as much as we think they're gonna be here forever. The older I get, like I'm 38, the older I get, I realize how close to, I wouldn't want to say death is, but you know what I mean? You start realizing, like, you know, you're not going to be here forever, nor are the people that you love are going to be here forever. So, you know, just take that time and, you know, get up with them when you definitely can. And don't prolong it. Like, don't try not prolong it, but don't put it off. You know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of times people be like, well, I'm going to go see. And I just thought about that person, you know, and then it's too late.
Yep,
you wasn't able to spend that time with them. So that's just, you know, something that you need to do if you have the ability to do so.
Yeah, that's really dope. That's real dope. Because me and my homie, I don't know how I do it all the time, but I always fail. I mean, not fail. I always... Like, I check up on people. Like, I just shoot you a text, like, you good, everything cool, I was just thinking about you. And I do that randomly. I'd be in a truck. I'd be at home getting ready for work. It's anyway, it come to my mind, I think about people. And when I did that, Mog told me, damn, you always calling me when, like, something wrong or something. I'm like, is that a bad thing? She's like, no, that's good. Because, you know, it's just nice to hear about somebody trying to check up on me and there was something really wrong with them. So I got to chop it up with them. Then my homie, y'all know him too, Daniel. I ain't gonna put what happened, but he was going through something too where I heard him, he was like, but that's crazy, I'm in such and such right now. I'm like, is it everything cool or whatever? He was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm like, you need me to come hold your hand or something like that? He was like, no, I'm good. But that's like my brother, and I'm glad I did call him for that, and I probably need to go out, because we don't chill like we used to, because he stay way out there, and like the distance is like, he know he got, nigga hit me, I'm coming. It's just ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But we stay so far apart that driving that thing every day, if you ain't got to, you ain't gonna really do it. You feel me? Because you stay so far away. But it's just that, like you just said too, with like when you do think about somebody, just reach out to them. It ain't nothing just to shoot a text. Even if they don't call you, if you thinking about them, still shoot it. Don't let your ego get in the way. Like, man, this person don't fuck with me. And I don't do that, because if I'm thinking about you, I'm thinking about you. Even if you're not thinking about me, I'm going to still hit you regardless. It don't matter. I ain't going to let my ego get in the way, because we can be, keep telling y'all, we can be gone. It's a blessing to be on this earth as long as we've been on this earth. Because if you go back and you start thinking about people that you grew up with in the neighborhoods, a lot of them, and I mean, when I mean a lot, I mean in the high 80 to 90% of them are not with us no more. And that didn't get no type of experiences of what we getting. So don't let that, you know, go to your head and try to let your ego get in the way. Check on your people, bro. Just shoot them. It ain't nothing to shoot a text saying, are you good? You know, everything cool, everything going all right with you.
That actually happened to me. My homie, I haven't talked to him in a solid 3 weeks to a month, maybe even more than that, 2 months ago. And yesterday he hit me up.
Just out of the blue?
Just out of the blue.
Okay.
Just out of the blue. And he was like, man, I've been meaning to call you. I just keep forgetting or whatever it was. And something been telling me to call you.
Okay.
So I was like, dang, bro, that's crazy, because y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
and it's just like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It felt good to know that he cared. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a quick 10, 15, 20-minute conversation, and it's just good to have that person to reach out to you, and you can talk to them about whatever that's maybe going on, or just have that comfort in knowing that they at least care to check up on you. You don't even have to tell them what's going on.
Yeah, it's just to talk, let it talk, just to go ahead, let it out, bro. It's cool. It stay between me and you. And like we was having that conversation too, while we was sitting there, while we was at the job that I work at, but I don't know if you still work there.
Yeah, I don't know if you work there either.
Oh, so and we were talking, and I asked you, hey, such and such, do you want me to do this, or do you want to come here? Yeah, you was like, I ain't gonna, and you know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
But it's just that's what I do. I don't, like, you on top, everybody gonna fuck with you when you on top. When you down and you going through some hard times, that's when you know where your real friends are. Because everybody going to be around everybody when they up and everything going cool. Who wouldn't? But when you really need somebody and you down on your luck, what I tell you, man, hey, you can come, hey, you can do whatever. It don't matter. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's what it comes down to when you're really going through something. Who is there to lend out a helping hand and who really mean it? Who really grab your hand to pull you up, to pull you with them?
A lot of points I'm going to talk about later.
Well, my week was pretty cool. I still have some deciding that I want to do regarding some things. I'm coming to some conclusions and figuring it out.
Grown man status over there, baby. You hear him? You hear him? That's that grown man. That's grown. Hey, I don't know. He don't like this grown ass man stuff. He was already grown, but now he put that ass on the front of that. Now it's turning into that. You see him? He's starting to get there. He getting there, ain't it?
And one thing that I've been going through is that.
Thank you. It's
Figuring
getting there.
all that out, bro.
Yeah, it's really getting to that.
But I went to church today.
Oh, that's what's up. That's why you got Easter's best, Sunday's best.
I went to church today, right?
Me and Josh, like we came off the block. He came from praising the Lord, praying for me and Josh on the block. He prayed for me and you while we was on the block, bro, gang banging, and he come through and pray for us, bro.
Who gang banging, man?
He out here crip walking all the way down the stairs.
What happened? I'm from Bompton. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what, bro?
I should have buttoned this up and just hit the top button.
The top button.
Like the Mexicans do.
Well, I was just finna say that ain't no black. That's oh yeah, boy, that's Hispanic right there, boy.
Yeah.
Man, I can't lie, man. It obviously felt good to be in church.
Mm-hmm.
You praise the Lord.
But
Was it Allah? Was it Buddha? Which was it?
He was in church, so it had
Church,
to be
so
the
Oh,
Lord.
Lord. Yeah, you're right. He was in church, so it had to be the Lord. Because he was in there praising Allah. We got a question. We got to ask him.
He was in the mosque.
It was, I can't lie, bro. First of all, Selby don't look like Jerry J right now.
He got the beard cut off in the head thing, too.
Dang, it always messes up.
It was supposed to. He's behind the computer, so he can do what he wants to. He share little photos and shit. Finna crack these jokes.
Finna get back on these jokes.
Yeah,
you own it though?
He ain't controlling the computer. I'm in control of these jokes. I'm finna crack them.
But I can't lie, man. It was disappointing.
What was disappointing?
I just don't understand why. I'm going to say black churches because I've only experienced only experienced this with black churches. Mm-hmm. They just cannot get out on time.
How long were you there?
I was there for an hour and a half.
That ain't bad though.
No,
was a great time.
That's the thing. And this is to my own because I really honestly decided to go at the last minute.
Yeah.
Because I had my mind in a completely different place. I was about to start editing. I was about to start just focusing on something else. And then, I've been getting back on my spirituality because I know I definitely fell off. And then it dawned on me, like, you don't necessarily have to go to church to have a relationship with God, right?
I'm going to ask you something. Go ahead.
Okay. But the Bible also says, forsake not the fellowship of your brothers and sisters, right? So the church is where people go to celebrate and worship God together. Right. So I don't really have an issue with that. Some people like to pick and choose whether they do and don't, whatever. I say that to say I got there late. Okay. I got there late because, again, the service was supposed to start at 10:30. I pretty much decided at 10:30 that I'm going to go, so I was late. But the service is supposed to be from 10:30 to 12. That's what it says on the website. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, service is out at 12. I'm going to do A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3 after I get out because I got to be at the pod at 2:30, take care of that stuff. And I'm trying not to be rude. Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to walk out, especially during prayer. Prayer is the one time when you really just stop doing everything and just bow your head and listen and whatever. Sermon lasted longer than it was supposed to. Mm-hmm. It was some misquoted scriptures. scriptures taken out of context. And
This is your first time at this church?
no, it's actually my third time visiting.
Okay.
So quite possibly, for real.
But did it do what it needed to do for you?
No.
No? So it was wasted time?
No, because a lot of times, this is one thing I like about when you know the Bible yourself.
Yeah.
You at least know what, you don't necessarily need to know specifically what it's saying.
Yeah.
To take what to take as far as trying to take something from it, but you can quote it. And one thing that I will never forget, and I appreciate that my pastor at the church that I was at for a long time, he always said, and I never heard it before him, when someone quotes a scripture, you read the verse before and the verse after. Well, the thing is, in this sermon, he took one verse and quoted it in a completely different context than what was before and after that particular verse. So I'm like, no way you just kind of pieced that in there. You know what I'm saying? It worked for you because it fit into the sermon that you were saying, not trying to keep it in context. You weren't trying to keep it in context. You were just trying to fit it into your sermon, and that made me mad.
So you stayed the duration?
I stayed. I ain't gonna lie. I stayed. Ended up getting out at like 12:35, and at the end, right?
So wait, you said the sermon you said the church is from 10:30 to 12:30 or 12?
It's on the website. It's 10:30 to 12.
Oh, okay. Well, I was finna get on your ass talking about 5 minutes.
Oh no.
What?
Well, I mean, people in the cloud want to know, you know what I'm saying? Was there any broads in there, you know?
I wasn't looking, but
what? So you weren't looking.
I'm
See,
trying to laser focus, man.
Laser focus.
I'm trying to laser focus.
You in church, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just messing around. You know I got to be controversial.
I'm all saying, Cap. Let's see how I can get this up here.
No,
But it was. I'll say this last part. It was two particular instances where that didn't sit with me in terms of how he was quoting scripture. Then, excuse me, it was that two different instances for the scripture, and it was at the end. It's not a lot of people in the church, right? There's not a lot of people in the church, so they call at the end. They do a call for prayer. When I tell you that this was stretching, I'm talking stretching, like people get up and you have your people come up and have, whoever wants prayer to come and call for prayer. But you just going. Like you just stretching. I won't lie. I walked out doing the prayer, even though I know I'm not supposed to. But then I felt guilty and rude, so I walked back in and just sat through the rest of it.
Boy, your conscience so goddamn good, because I would have kept going. God know my heart.
God know I.
Especially if you get up like that and you just gone, like it's over with now. God know my heart. That's why your prayers every morning should be just thanking him for waking me up and putting me back on my path and giving me another chance to try to do better than what I did yesterday. Every morning I wake up.
I hadn't been to church in a while, right? Pre-COVID. But I think every church ain't for everybody. It's a step for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like levels where people sometimes just need to be able to hear the word, right? So you go and just be able to hear the word. And then there's levels to whatever church. So you might have just been on the beginning level of church where you may be intermediate, advanced, you know what I mean, where that's not for you. And sometimes people get stuck in those little beginner level churches. I'm not saying I don't know the size of the church. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just like, it's just enough to, get somebody in to hear the word, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, if that pastor isn't elevating or not trying to elevate, you have to move on and move past that church and go somewhere else.
Right.
So you might just went to a church that, hey, I Googled something kind of close. I'm going to go there. And, you know what I mean? And it turns out not to be that. So,
Yeah, it was just it didn't sit right with me. I probably won't be back because
did you hand out some KNoWKi podcasts? You know what I'm saying? Tell them we cuss a little bit on the Sunday, but it's okay.
You know how hard.
Should have left at least a little posting note or something. Hey, come check out the. You should have been in that passing out flyers. Come check out the KNoWKi.
But he probably, I think he was on to something though, right there when you said the level of churches and stuff like. Because spaces know a little bit more about the Bible than the average person. Mm-hmm. So that kind of what that pastor probably did can probably go over other people's head. Right. Would probably sit right with other people and they understand what he's talking about. You're more advanced of the Bible, so you need a little bit more advanced of a church. Or like, you don't need no pastor no more. You need a bishop.
Well, and the thing is, it's not necessarily, well, it may be that, right? It may be the fact that I grew up in the church. Literally, I used to, when I was a kid, quick story, we went to church every day. Literally, 7 days a week.
That's crazy. I wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, I was a kid.
I mean, you had no choice.
You're right. I had no choice. And then sometimes on Sundays, we have a morning service and then a night service.
What about y'all, real? Hold your thought. What about y'all in the cloud, man? Y'all, any of y'all go to church still? And I say that because, a lot of, and you can go back to your point after this, is that what I hear is what's holding, quote unquote, black people back is the church. And I'm trying to figure out, nigga, what niggas is really going to church like that? Right? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I believe that, you should go to church and so on and so forth. But when I hear that from, black people who normally say that, what's holding black people back is that, they go to the church and they give away all their money to the church. Like, niggas ain't going to church.
And niggas ain't tithing like that.
Right, they're not paying their tithes. So what are you talking about?
Not tithing like that.
So, those out there in the free world, just go ahead and let me know.
Free world, like you locked up.
Yeah. Well, internet locked up. Internet jail.
Oh, y'all finished with that?
No, he had his thought.
No, that's pretty much it. I just think, okay, I will say that there may be levels to it. It may be a levels thing because, like I said, I grew up in the church. But there's one thing to have levels, and then there's one thing to take the scripture out of context, and that's what I heard today.
So, but context is up to interpretation, right?
Well, if you in this particular scripture, it was John 10:34.
Okay.
And if you read the context before and after, you will see that this man was saying that he was trying to take it in the context of, I'll just read it. He said, John 10:34, Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law, I said you are gods? But he didn't take in the scripture context. Jesus was about to get stoned by the J Crew because
the Jewish,
yeah. So I'll go to prove the point. I'll go.
So hold on. So they finna stone Jesus and they fucking with Hamas? That's crazy. That's crazy.
And they said the J Crew. You said the J Crew.
Whoa. So the Jewish.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this man taking a phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, we done got.
I thought you were listening and heard what I was talking about. That's why I answered.
We done got ghetto.
This show did, like, what the hell?
Hey, hello? Yeah, since you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so what you got going on? What's for dinner?
No.
Oh, right. My bad.
That was my mom.
Oh, my bad, Mom.
No, I thought she was calling me because she was watching and heard what we were talking about. She was like, and she wanted to chime in on what I was saying. Otherwise, I wouldn't answer. Otherwise, I wouldn't answer. Napsy Beauty, what's going on? Just watching it on YouTube count.
It counts. That's part of it.
But it says, I'll go back to 32. I'll just read it real quick and you'll hear the context. Jesus answered them, I've shown you many good works from the Father. For which of them are you going to stone me? The Jewish answered him, it is not for a good work that we are going to stone you, but for blasphemy, because you, being a man, make yourself God. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law, I said you are gods? Mm-hmm. But that's not the direction that...
I kind of see where this is going. Go ahead.
That's not the direction that the pastor or the minister, I don't know what he was, the man on the microphone was taking it today. That was about Jesus about to get stoned.
Tabernacle. Go ahead, preach.
It wasn't a... JJ, what's going on? What's going on?
Jolanda, what's up, man? How you doing today?
What's up,
Anyway,
JJ?
yeah, that's all I got. That's all it was just disappointing.
That's all right,
for
man.
it to be taken out of context.
That's all right.
Like
Hey, man, like they would say, man, write a letter, man. Let them know, they got a suggestion box. You ain't take. You seem like the type that actually would write something in the suggestion box. Like, know your script. Right. Know your scripture before you step in. Right. But
yeah, you were just trying to make it. If I'm not mistaken, he was trying to make the connection to say that God created us in His image, which is true.
Right.
But that's not what that particular scripture was saying.
But so he's trying to equate that that man is God.
Right.
That's what he was trying to say.
That's what he was.
So you're saying big G equal big G instead of big G equal little G.
Oh no, not big G, not big G. I know what you mean.
Okay.
But no, just in the sense of us being created in His image, and therefore He wants us to be like Him.
For sure. All right, so check it, man. We had some few albums drop, right? So we had the 2 Chainz and the Lil Wayne album. Y'all get a chance to check it out a little bit.
I did not listen to that one.
Clapton, you ain't check out shit.
No, because I had some other stuff that I was talking about in my
For the
head.
albums?
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. We're gonna get to that. But did you get a chance?
Y'all checked out the
How you feel about it?
It was cool.
That shit was trash. I mean, look, man, yeah, it got a couple bangers, but the shit trash, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you could tell Jay Everyday and Rob are cool, and they really good friends. Because Rob said the same thing in the group. That shit was trash. I'm like, bro, these niggas hard to impress no matter what. Bro. It was, to me, it was all right. I'm not for to sit up here and say, oh, they finna get album of the year, anything like that. I'm not for to sit up here and say I'm gonna listen to the album every day. Because I'm not. But I'm saying, for it to be like that, and for people who sitting around here waiting on albums for Lil Wayne did have a couple like moments in there where you was like, oh, that's some vintage Wayne.
Vintage Wayne.
Where's some vintage Wayne? This shit was raw. But other than that, it was all right for me. It wasn't nothing I was waiting up on. It wasn't nothing I was like looking forward to. It wasn't nothing like that. Wayne showed you why his name is Wayne, the Wayne Carter. Motherfucker 2 Chainz showed you why his name is 2 Chainz, Titty Boy. It is what it is. They just did what they do.
They did, I guess.
It was like one on there I liked it, that one's bars. I was talking about that bars was decent. I like the beat and everything about that. That bars one was decent. The one where they had the old school beat, I don't know, and I think somebody else was on there too.
Pressure joint? Which one you talking about?
I don't remember what the name of it was. But it, like you say, it was a couple joints on there that was all right, that was cool. And them couple joints, I'm not putting in my rotation.
Nah, you know what? At 40-something years old, they are. You know, I feel like, just like we was talking about the Jeezy. Yeah. You said Jeezy had, he's not
growing up. Yeah, he's not talking about the same thing. Growing up.
You niggas need to elevate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just rap about some other shit, get cold about some other shit, but you niggas need to elevate.
You said perfectly what the next album you're going to talk about with the Andre 3000.
That's what it is.
The reason why he said he's not putting no bars on nothing, because he say, I'm 48 years old, about to be 50.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I going to talk about? You want to know about my motherfucking prostate that I just went and got checked? I'm not rapping about that. I don't have nothing of substance, don't rap. You want me to rap about me, taking my kids to school or something like that? I don't have no bars to give you.
And that's the thing about, and now we, then transition to the Andre 3000 new album. And that's the thing, is like, after a while, you can't rap. I feel like rap has its limits. Like,
it's a young man sport.
Yeah, it's like, eventually, like, you're going to run out of shit to be rapping about, people aren't going to be able to relate and shit like that. And this is what we talked about a couple weeks ago when we were saying, like, who's going to go out and see, 60-year-old such and such rapping at the show? No, really nobody. There's only a few people that probably be able to pull that off. But really nobody. But when you're playing, like, instrumentals and stuff like that, you're playing instruments, people will still come out and and listen to that. So
got your flute?
How did you feel about the flute album?
Hey, look here, man.
It was less. It wasn't a lot of flute going on in that motherfucker.
I listened to the first track. This not for me. I knew, like, bro, people sitting around here getting mad when Andre 3000. They say every time you see Andre 3000, he have his long coat on and his flute. So what the fuck is you gonna think he gonna get? If you not on that type of time, that's not for you. And it wasn't for me when I heard the first one. The beat, and I'm like, I don't even really like this instrumental. I'm not gonna listen to the rest of this shit. I can't that shit. Like, it's not for me. But his fans that do got him, walking around there with a flute, what you expect?
D-Money, what's going on?
D-Money, what's happening?
What's up?
What's happening, D-Money? What you say?
Big Mom, what's up, man? We see you out there, Caps.
What you say? What he said? D-Money say
WTH. What the heck?
Oh, when I was talking about prostate or something, I guess that's what she meant.
Yeah, probably. So,
what you think about both of them? Because we didn't get your answer. So you didn't listen to them, though.
I didn't listen to. Okay, I didn't listen to Wayne and 2 Chainz. I completely forgot about that one.
Okay.
I listened to some of the Andre 3000. I hit it. I mean, I turned it off.
I turned it off
because I didn't. It's not that it sounds bad. It's that I just didn't want to hear that.
Right.
It sounds like it's like some It's like some yoga music.
I felt like it was definitely.
You said yoga music.
It was definitely Disney soundtrack-ish. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely some shit where you pop a pill or something and you not a pill, but what do you eat? An edible, a shroom, and you zone and hallucinate type shit. It's not the album for me, and I feel like people like, oh man, you can't get with this, and nigga, don't act like you always been into this type of shit. People try to act like they so, I don't know, edgy or I don't know, but I felt like it wasn't a bad album, but I don't know anything else to compare it to because it's like I don't listen to flute niggas, so so I don't know nothing to compare it to really, right?
D-Money said, Jay every day, what did you do? That's what she said, what the heck, too.
Oh.
What did you do?
He got locked up for a minute, then he got released.
He had signed up for the military, and they had said he had to get rid of all that.
Yeah.
Then they found his birth certificate, like, nigga, you too old. Get your ass up out of here.
They realized I'm not, you can't sign up for the military if you're not from this country.
Oh my God. What'd you say?
Cancel us then, goddammit. We only got 80 subscribers. We'll make another one. What you talking about?
If they cancel us, boy, y'all ain't got nothing to do. If y'all out here trying to cancel the KNoWKis, bro.
Will say don't fuck up his IP address.
Nancy Beauty said it was giving Art of Noise.
Art of Noise, you think so?
Maybe alternative art of noise.
I mean, but I listen to Art of Noise, like Moments of Love. I wouldn't. It just wasn't for me, and I was riding from work listening to it.
It wasn't for me neither. I heard them first.
Well, I went to sleep.
So going to sleep music?
What?
Yeah, the fuck some shit up, did you?
Caught the side of my motherfucking car. Boom! Oh shit! This shit done woke me up. You think I'm lying?
This shit, nah, bro. That
so
was cool.
I want to ask y'all a question about that.
Yeah.
When you heard that he was coming out with an album, what did you think it was going to sound like?
When I heard it wasn't about what it was going to sound like because I feel like he's been doing the flute thing for a while, so he's probably pretty good at it. It's like 17 years, bro. Like, we waiting on some shit, right? We waiting on some bars. Niggas claim that, don't get me wrong, you put out some great lyrics and stuff, but you've never really held a solo album outside of the Speakerboxxx Love Below shit, right? So, and I don't even know that's not technically a single album. So it's like you never really held that. So I'm trying to see what can you do on your own.
Yeah.
And I feel like and I like Erykah Badu, but ever since niggas any rap nigga get with Erykah Badu fucks them all the way up. Like, I don't know if they're drinking pussy juice or what, burning her incense and putting it in their nose. Them niggas get weird. You know what I'm saying? You remember? Yeah. Like, what? Common. You remember Common used to mess with Erykah? That nigga started dressing weird. You know, Jared like Tronica. This nigga ain't even put out an album ever since he stopped fucking with her. He's supposed to, what's the dude with the fucked up voice? The DOC. That's the one he got. Well, she got a baby by all of them. But, you know.
But Common too?
Got
a baby called Common, does she?
No, not Common. That's the only one she don't got one about.
Okay.
But in order for Erykah to fuck with you got to be able to spit a hot 16.
Maul, what did you think?
I had no expectation because I've been listening to, like, you know, you listen to podcasts and stuff and morning talk shows, and they've been saying, oh, he's coming out with an album. There's no bars, though. This is an instrumental album. So I was like, I don't got no expectation. Like, let me just see what type of beats is going to be and all that stuff. And that's cool. But I had no expectation. I didn't think he was going to be rapping or singing because I heard that prior to him releasing the album, I heard that, oh, it's no bars on this album. It's no bars. They kept referring to that. No bars on this album. It's an instrumental album. It's no bars, it's no bars, it's no bars. So I knew that coming in, so I had no expectation for it.
And them songs long as hell. They like 13, 14, 18, 20 minutes long.
Oh, each song?
Yeah. Yeah. Them shits is long. Like, you think this nigga that went to another song, it's still the same song.
Still the same one. So he didn't even split it.
So he was over 4 minutes. Yeah. He was over there like this in motherfucking Asia somewhere just playing the flute and just letting that shit ride, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don Rue, that's my mans. What's up, bro?
Don Rue, what's happening?
I was expecting more like a funky jazz Cadillac flute music.
Yeah, okay.
He was doing some the Mac type shit. He was like, he was on it.
They should have had Don Rue on it. He would have. Don Rue would have got 3 stacks ready.
Spaces, not Spaces, but Stogie had asked me, like, in a situation like this, as an artist, should an artist keep something like this for himself, given that he's like a natural, I guess, you know, lyricist or whatever, he come from the background of the Outkast. Is this something that he should have put out or something he should have kept for himself?
Okay, so before I answer that, let me answer the previous question. I think when I heard it, I was hoping that he was going to be spitting bars. I was hoping it was going to be some sort of rap.
Some sort of spoken word at least.
Right, yeah. Some
Last Poet type shit. In my brain, I go insane, and I do my thing.
What was it he said? What song was it where he said, hold on, let me see. What was Walk It Out. It was on Walk It Out when he was on a remix. He said make your mama proud, take that thing 2 sizes down, because he's talking about how big the clothes were. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, something like that. Because you were rapping to me, you were at the time Walk It Out came out, you were already rapping like you're at the age you are at now. Mm-hmm. So give me some more of that. Mm-hmm. Give me some, it can be a solid 8 to 12 songs, probably 12. I say a solid 12 of you just giving some spoken word bars. Like I think if you ask me, and obviously he can do whatever he wants, I think he should have came out with a more hip hoppy spoken word album. I think if you ask me, my personal opinion, he owed it to people for 17 years of silence. Mm-hmm. Everybody, all of his fans and listeners, everybody wanted him to come out with an album. Mm. And then he comes out with something that's completely devoid, that's not even do half and half. So, do make a 6-track, a 12-track album, 6 of this stuff that you're doing, and then 6 of this
stuff.
He say this stuff.
What you doing? That's what I'm saying. 6 of music of this stuff you doing.
My bad. So, but or make one album with the spoken word bars that everybody was anticipating, and then the next one be this one that you just came out with.
For sure.
But you say you think he owes us
My
something?
personal opinion, yeah.
So your personal opinion think he owe us another album?
For being gone for 17 years and leaving people hanging. Again, like I said, he can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants.
I just asked. I don't got no comment on it. I'm just saying you. I just make sure you using the right words that he owe us or he owe you another album.
You ain't never gave us one.
I'm just asking.
I think he.
I mean, can you be put on the, top whatever lyricist if you don't have your own album?
I always question that when everybody put Andre 3 Stacks on their list of talking about he the coldest lyricist. I'm like, I know I'm from down south, and I remember a lot of those Outkast albums and stuff, but he never carried himself
by itself
on his own album,
shit,
and I never looked at him. And I'm from down south. Never looked at him like you can kill me. You can not gonna say you can kill me, but you can shoot the messenger, all that stuff you want to. But I'm wondering. I'm asking questions like I've never thought of him like that. I fuck with Outkast. Like Outkast is one of the greatest groups ever ever created.
I think he gets credit for not only writing his own shit, but writing Big Boy stuff as well.
Oh, so he was writing Big Boy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I can't say all of it, but a lot of it. Yeah, they say he was writing this stuff.
Okay. Now, I used to always just question and ask that and just sit back and let people just talk about it because I really want to know. I'm trying to see what you're saying or what you're talking about. Yeah. But I've never understood why they put him on there like that.
So what question I asked prior to that is, do you think this is Stogie, more so Stogie's question, do you think something like this, a project like this, is something that he should have kept to himself?
No, I don't think he should have kept it to himself. I think
it's all right.
I think he should have given, my personal opinion again, I think he should have given us the album that we were anticipating and then came out with this one. He
could have gave us this stuff.
Yeah, this stuff. Yeah.
He could have gave us this shit.
I couldn't imagine being around, like, going 17 years and you ain't got 17 years of raps. You ain't got nothing. Nigga, you got flutes. Like,
you ever watch
I thought this shit was going to be like the Boondocks.
I had no expectation for it. I had no expectation for it whatsoever. None.
Man, look.
And I forgot about it until Skogie. I was sitting on the computer and Skogie hit the group chat and say, "Oh, this shit right here." And I went to listen to it and just play a couple minutes. I went to sleep. I didn't even get halfway, boy. I heard that first minute. I'm cool. I'm cool.
So now, maybe this is just me, but I got through about 4 tracks of Chris Brown's new album.
That's your type of shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You dancing and shit. Popping,
that's what I was wondering if y'all
doing that shit. You know what
I'm
saying?
You listen to it, Jay, every day? You didn't listen to Chris Brown?
Hell no.
I
listen to this shit on the radio. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Chris. You know what I'm saying? But
no,
what'd you think of it?
I'm gonna let you go first. You go first.
From what I heard, it was man. Listen,
go ahead.
Chris Brown is dope. Bro.
Go ahead. Show him some of that shit you've been working on.
Chris Brown is dope, bro. Chris Brown is like.
Show him that new move you had shown me at work.
I don't know.
He on some bullshit. Don't do that. Go ahead, keep going at your point. Don't let you every day do that. Go ahead, finish your point. Stop laughing, finish your point, man.
I got my icebox where my heart used to be. Go ahead.
I told you to go with your point, and you let him get it out. I'm telling you to go with your point, and you let him get it out, because you know he coming with some shit.
Go ahead.
I'm laughing at you.
No, man, because you know you going to let him do it, he going to do it.
Don't let me
See, there you go.
Don't let me take this do-rag off. I'm going to go crazy.
The album was dope.
I earned it today, too.
The songs that I listened to. The songs that I listened to, man, it was Chris Brown is a goat, bro. I got to say. And I don't use that word. I don't use that word loosely, bro.
Chris cold with it, man. And he got longevity.
Bro, he's been in the game for a decade.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I'm sorry, 2 decades.
Yeah, I was going to say about 2 decades. Yeah, Chris
literally 2 decades, bro.
Been like 15, he about 35
15,
now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me double check.
No, you right.
He about 15. That first song, Ayo, came out when he was like 15.
Is that the first song?
Like it's round his first time. His songs. Ayo was round his first time. He was like 15. Like 15, been almost 2 decades. How old he was? You don't say his age?
Let me see. Because he's around, I think he's like 35 5.
Yeah, so he like a couple years underneath us. So that's all you had to say about that?
He's
34.
34.
So yeah, around 34, 35, yeah.
So
Chris lay off the drugs though, fam. Allegedly. Go ahead.
allegedly, yeah. But yeah, the album is dope, and it was the album before this one. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but that one was dope too. And the visuals in his videos, man. Have you been? Man, just watch any of his most recent videos, bro.
I think in order to be like a prerequisite, in order to be light skinned, is that you gotta study Chris Brown shit.
You ain't. So
Mom laughing,
he's a-
but in order to be a dark skinned nigga, you gotta avoid paying taxes like Wesley Snipes.
you got me
like
fucked up. You got me fucked up. I'm not going. I like my freedom. You got me all the way fucked up. No way, no how. No. That shit, that Jay every day that they're talking.
I'm trying to tell y'all niggas,
that
you know
Christopher
what I'm saying?
Reed type shit that he talking about. No.
You want to be dark skinned or light? You want to be dark skinned?
No.
You got to study the moves of
No.
Wesley Snipes. You want to be light skinned?
No.
Show them that shit you was working on.
No.
Show them the shoes.
Oh my
No,
God.
man.
Y'all should have went to New Orleans with us. Try to
What-
tell Jeff,
what-
yeah, what- He's a fun time. He's a fun time.
Oh shit.
Even by himself, like this motherfucker. I'm sorry, man. I just go ahead.
Oh shit.
But and yeah, Chris Brown. If you listen to his music and you watch his videos, Chris Brown is a visionary, bro. He's a visionary. He's of legendary status. If at the very least of this generation of music, he deserves whatever awards that comes with whatever is going on with his career.
Okay.
Now, I did listen to your. Have y'all ever heard of Nick Grant?
No, never heard of
No.
He has an album. My homie told me about this album. He's called Sunday Dinner. Bro, I think that might be the rap that you're looking for.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now. He from South Carolina, North Carolina? Where he from?
I don't know.
He from one of those. South Carolina or North Carolina? One of those. He from the Carolinas.
My homie just told me about it. He was.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He from the Carolinas.
We were talking about music, and he was like, "Man,
That's not pimping, folks, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, you
He's
know
from
what
the
I'm talking
Carolinas. I don't know who pimping folks is.
You be rapping like a pimp. Nigga cold, though. Nigga cold.
nah." But yeah, that I will check that one out, man, if you can.
So I know exactly who you're talking about. He was from the Carolinas.
Let's see.
Okay.
He from the Carolinas, ain't he?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
Yep. Told you.
Water-
He from
Waterloo.
the, yeah. He from the Carolina.
Oh, excuse me, Walterboro.
Waterboro, yeah.
Walterboro.
But yeah, man,
They say he get busy.
he
I've never heard this. I've heard like interviews and stuff he did.
Yeah.
Looks like he get busy and he from the Carolinas. That's how I know he from the Carolinas. That's why when he said it and I started thinking about it, he from the Carolinas, yeah.
Carolinas, they got a lot of talent that way. So.
Yeah.
Not just basketball, but just in general, a lot of talent.
But you said the Chris Brown album. Now, you said GOAT. Now, if you're talking about GOAT of this generation of R&B, yes. But when you start putting that list together of all, Chris Brown, now don't get me wrong, I love Chris Brown got that shit, like for real. Like Chris Brown got some, but he has no album to where you say, name me, go name me a Confessions. He don't have that type of album. He don't have that go-to album where you can say, name me an album and then start naming songs off that album and you can sing to all day.
We gotta go to our resident light skin and ask him, what's the Confessions album?
to be honest, I just really started listening to his music.
So
Like,
you,
okay, let me rephrase. Like intentionally listening to his music in terms of like specifically going through albums and listening to the music. Bro, every single song, you can go through his best songs. All of his best songs are fire. I don't say all of them.
But we're not talking about like, okay, if you go through best songs, that's 1 or 2 songs per album. Chris Brown, and I'm not shitting on Chris Brown whatsoever. But when we start talking about these GOAT conversations,
we don't need the brownies coming after us.
Yeah, we need to break. We got to break all this down. We said brownies.
Oh, they got.
We got to break this down now. In the chat, come on and help me out because I know y'all age appropriate. Because this fella to my left is a little bit younger than me and Jay every day. But you have to break this down.
Go get Miracle, man. That's my other sister. She a Chris Brown here.
Yeah, but you got to break. When we break it down, you have to break it down to where like when we talking about albums, you got to have that album to where like Usher Raymond has maybe. Usher Raymond has, and I don't want to be comparing them both of them, but that's who we compare them to.
Okay.
It's like, Usher got nukes. Usher got shit that, a whole album with the 8702, the Confessions, and the other one. Raymond versus Raymond, was it Raymond versus Raymond? No, the one with Moving Mountains on there. Them his 3 top best albums, and you can name joints off those albums. Like literally like sang with them word for word. Chris Brown, you can't do that.
Well, this is so.
The niggas ain't R. Kelly, but you know what I'm saying. That's another story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother day. We didn't say that. We just talking about Chris Brown and motherfuckers.
And, you know, let's just if we get to the GOAT conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to skip over LeBron. Let's just talk about Mike, man. Fuck that nigga. You
See, now look, out of all these albums, name me some songs off these albums.
Shit,
He got. No, I'm not lying. He do. His catalog is off this chart, but you can't sit up there and go through albums and name them songs though.
See to the same effect though. The only Usher albums that I listened to regularly were 8701 and Confessions.
Go pull up Usher.
Are they seeing this?
No.
No, I'm trying to get it, but it's not working.
That's all right.
Put up Usher stuff. Do Usher.
Well, y'all in the cloud, man. Who y'all got, man? Usher or Chris Brown? I got Chris Brown as far as the dancing part of the game.
As far as the overall performance.
But you know.
Bro, what is it? Wait.
Usher does have a residency in Vegas, I believe. So he doing his thing.
Dog, that Here I Stand, that Confessions in 8701 is
8701, yeah.
It's a rap. Chris Brown cannot fuck with those 3 albums. And people are sleep on Here I Stand. Here I Stand got some fucking classic records on the album. Like Here I Stand, I almost put Here I Stand on top of 8701. It's right there. It's like neck and neck.
It ain't fucking with Confessions though.
No, Confessions is best album.
Yeah,
Confessions is best album. And people try to say 8701 is best. No, it's not. It's not his best album. His best work is Confessions. And Here I Stand is right there. It's like right there.
Right.
So I I can listen. Definitely know multiple songs off Confessions.
I know multiple songs
on
my
8701. Here I Stand. Maybe Here I Stand and Move. That's Moving Mountains is
yes,
that one too.
That shit.
There's
Love
2
You
songs
Gently.
that I can name.
Love You Gently. The one with him and Jeezy on there. Make Love in His Club. I think is my boo on Confessions. No, I fuck you can tell I fuck with Usher because I listen to Usher on the regular.
Yeah, Usher raw.
No, this one, Chris Brown is definitely stepping up the lyrical content.
No, but you just because you put a lot of product out, you say this about movies all the time. Just because you have 100 movies, nigga, how many of them movies are classic? But if I put out 50 movies and all 20 or 15 movies and all of them are classic, don't my catalog still beat you?
I think they're 1A and 1B.
No, I can't do 1A and 1B. That's 1 and 2. Ain't no A, B, C. Nah, I can't do that one. I can't go with you on that. I can't rock with you on that.
Okay, go ahead. You're about to say something.
No, I ain't finna say much, man. I ain't fucking with R. Kelly, so.
No, it's not. To me, it's not. She said Fame. That's what your sister said?
She said Fame, yeah.
Naps and Beauty. Fame has some good tracks that people still played, said Naps and Beauty.
Yeah. Okay. I'll fuck with you on that. But it ain't no Here I Stand. It ain't no Confessions. It ain't no 8701, though.
Have you heard it?
Yes, I have. It's not. Bro, let's be bro, I like Chris Brown too.
But even with these 2, right?
Chris Brown got Fuck You Back to Sleep. Bro, that shit is a banger.
That's his theme music.
That's a banger.
Oh, you still woke? You still woke? Fuck you back to sleep.
No, he got some shit. Then he got another with my other homie too. He got one with Rick Rose. It's raw as hell. But he's not. It's just not. No, I can't do that one. I can't rock with that. I can't do it.
I think you know what is just.
I wish we could.
Usher's a few years. You know, he's a few years ahead of Chris Brown. So
Usher's 45.
right, Usher's 45. He's been out a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see where Chris Brown is in the next 10 years.
And I'm not saying Chris Brown don't got fire. He do, but you'll have to take a song here, 2 songs off this album, 2 songs to put him and make like a album like that. Usher got fucking classic albums. Name me a Chris Brown classic.
I couldn't name, not because I don't listen to it like
Chris Brown
that.
fans can't even name you a Chris Brown because he don't have like he has classic songs all day long. I'm not kidding you. And please don't take it because I'm trying to shit on Chris Brown because Chris Brown is fucking like, bro, Chris Brown that dude. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Chris Brown is that man. But when we talking about albums now, we being unbiased. We talking about albums. He don't have a classic album like that.
Let me ask you this, and it's kind of going to be switching gears because we clearly see what side of the fence you on and what side of the fence you're on.
Yeah.
You think that Usher's album is really that top notch because, you know what I mean, he was working with Diddy? Y'all like my transitions, don't you? This shit nice, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that Confessions album?
I'm just with the Confessions, he's working with Jermaine Dupri.
That's probably why I was like that.
But when he first got, you know, put
My
on
Way?
My Way and all that, he started off with Diddy.
He was taking shit, wasn't he?
Yeah, Diddy was definitely taking shit. Take that. Stay away from his crib.
Hey, psst, come here, y'all. Hey, Space is gone. Don't tell him I did this shit neither, man. Because you know how he get. Like, you know, nigga don't like me cussing, don't like me saying all that shit, you know. He don't like none of that shit. The nigga going to church anyway, man. Tell that nigga to pray for me too. You feel me? While he there. But man, this conversation was going a little bit too long, so we had to break it up. But y'all come back for part 2 of the KNoWKi podcast, man. Thank y'all for listening. Meeting adjourned.